Hi, welcome to the video course on Agentic AI for Enterprise 1C. In this video, we'll discuss the AI agent and how it compares with ChatGPT. So AI agent versus ChatGPT. So definition of ChatGPT, the key characteristic, and the AI agent, and what are the characteristics of AI agent. Then we go on to the analogy of ChatGPT versus AI agent and how both differ while achieving the user objectives. So in a sense, we'll discuss why the superpower of agentic AI capabilities makes it the future of IT. So as we see in this diagram, ChatGPT can generate user understandable text based upon user prompts and the context provided by the user. But what makes AI agent special? It's the memory and its user interface, and it's being autonomous to be able to achieve its goals without human interaction or with minimal possible human interaction. So large language model LLM, as we have seen in the previous video, LLM has been fine-tuned in case of ChatGPT to give user understandable text which user can understand, and any conversation which you are doing with ChatGPT, it can generate user understandable text. So a human-like response from the prompts and the context provided. So generative AI definitely is a highly sophisticated tools because of the large amounts of data it has been trained on. And as more and more work is going on in generative AI, more modes of user understandable text, videos, and other things are coming up, and LLMs are being modified to include training on videos, training on code and other things. So ChatGPT, if you see the key characteristics of ChatGPT, it's reactive, it's conversational, primarily its focus, initially it was focused on text only, but later on other modes are being added. It's knowledge base on the, but it has no real world interaction. Why we call it knowledge base? Because it uses the pre-trained information which LLM has been trained on. It has ability to summarize, it has ability to write formats and fonts. It can generate a code and suggest different actions, but it doesn't perform any action autonomously. You have to ask further questions to be able to get more information. It may suggest that you may know, you may have need of further questions, but those questions you have to ask to get those results. So it can act as an intelligent assistant to you, or it can act as a co-pilot which can create a code. So it's a very useful to provide the information which a normal intelligent person may not be having up to date and ready. But so it's a super intelligent, artificial intelligent LLM which can give you this information. But what is the AI agent? AI agent, it has a memory. It can perceive the environment because it has the APIs. It can decide and act on its own to achieve those goals. So it goes beyond generating the text. So key characteristics of AI agent are it's proactive, it's autonomous, initiates actions, It breaks down the text into complex. It breaks down the action points which are required to execute complex goals. It executes without constant human interactions. It's goal-oriented and it has the task execution capability. So it's a doer and an executor. It's designed to get the things done. It has says it has memory. It has capability to even perceive whether doing certain action it will achieve those desired results. And if it sees that desired results won't be achievable, it has the ability to modify its plan also. Using tools and interfaces, it can perform further actions to achieve its objectives. So AI agent can use different APIs, it can use software, it can use apps, it can even interface with emails. So one agent can talk to another agent also using APIs. So the possibilities of interfacing AI agents with the existing IT is enormous. And as we will see later that generative AI is also one of the, you can say, capability which AI agent is using, and it is one of the key capability which AI agent is using. So ChatGPT, as we can see on this example, we are giving analogy of a use case of planning a trip. ChatGPT can suggest itinerary of a trip. It can draft emails based upon users' prompts. But AI agent has the capability to search, compare various prices of hotels and travel destinations. It can suggest various options of hotels and even tickets based upon user criteria which has already been defined in the memory. It also has ability to book those tickets because it has interface with the APIs. It can talk to various websites and book the ticket also. It can make payments. It can send the emails and updates to the calendar autonomous. So agentic AI is basically, it's a new era where agent systems are decision makers in the enterprise scenario. So they can think, they can plan, they can retrieve, and they even get the feedback to improve themselves, and they can act. So agentic AI is basically a system comprising of multiple agents which are interlinked. There is a super agent which is managing different agents to achieve respective actions. So agentic AI can use the tools, it has access to the memory, it can apply reasoning, and it can orchestrate multiple agents and take decisions. And it can learn from those decisions. So in this chart, we can show generative AI, the AI agents, and then agentic AI. So the difference between AI agent and agentic AI is AI agent is one agent which is using even generative AI as one of its tools, whereas agentic AI has multiple agents which are called sub-agents. And then there is super agent which can do and supervise the whole overall objective of the organization or a department. And then it can give sub-tasks to the sub-agents. And those sub-agents can further interface with the tools and orchestrate and use the memory to give the final output. So in a sense, ChatGPT is a powerful component of AI agent, which AI agent might be using to generate text and understand the language. and its reasoning process. Whereas AI agent is a system that has its own memory and it can orchestrate. Agentic AI is a further to AI agent. It's a super agent which are autonomous, which can plan, perceive, reason, orchestrate, and they can talk to a series of individual agents and ask them to perform various tasks, which could be sequential or one after the other. So now I hope you understand the difference between ChatGPT, AI agent, and the agentic AI. So in the upcoming session, we'll be going and taking deep dive into agentic AI for enterprise. We'll be covering key components, use cases of agentic AI, design consideration, and the architecture, the life cycle of agentic AI, data engineering, the security, scalability, and comparison of various tools which are available to build agentic AI for enterprise. Thank you.